Hello everyone. Before I begin today's video, I would like first of all to thank each and every one of you who watch these videos, who practice the techniques that are given, who ask questions, and who make such wonderful comments and compliments. I want you to know that they touch my heart very deeply, and I appreciate them so much. It inspires me to continue doing them, even on the days that are difficult for me and that I question their usefulness. So I just want you to know that I greatly appreciate all of your comments. And they inspire me to keep on going, to keep on doing these videos on a daily basis, because they are for you. Secondly, I have been invited by one of the viewers to go to Amsterdam for a week. So I'm taking all of my filming equipment with me. But any of the videos that I'm able to make after today will be made in Holland. And so they might not be as regular for the next 10 days or so. But I will do the best I can to get them up on a regular basis. So once again, thank you to each and every one of you for being a viewer of these videos. I am now one with my I Am Presence and Holy Christ Self. My personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment. And my aura is fully contained within my heart diamond and within Metatron's cosmic egg. And for today's video, I am asking Metatron to speak to us about how to deal with stress in our daily lives. I am now ready to receive today's message. Greetings, beloveds. With a wide open heart, I come to you to bring you information and energy to make your lives sparkling with light, with joy and with love. And so I am happy to respond to Christmas's question about stress. She asked this question because of the stress that she is experiencing at this time. Stress in your lives comes about for many reasons in terms of the details. But there is only one principal reason that you experience stress. And that, my beloveds, is because you are identifying with the ego self, with the ego mind. And so you are perceiving whatever is happening in your being or in your world as being stressful. This is a judgment, beloveds. You are judging whatever situation you are experiencing as being stressful. So the solution is as simple as the explanation of the cause. It is, of course, to take your focus off of the ego mind and onto the divine self. Christmas was noticing, as she was preparing for her trip, that her husband was reacting in a stressed out way. And so she decided to look at what was the cause of her stress. And so in her daily afternoon meditation with Adama pointed out that the stress was actually coming from her, and that her tone of voice, her choice of words to communicate with her husband, were causing him to feel stressed as well. And so the stress was building up between the two of them. So in her meditation, Adama simply had her focus on her I am presence, as she did the meditation that she has been working on these last few weeks. So she invoked her I am presence by the nickname she has given it of the blissful observer. So when she aligns herself with the blissful observer, it's like taking a step back from her life, from the things that are going on in her life, and even a step back from the meditation itself. For when she is engaged in the meditation from the ego mind, she perceives the light in a different fashion. For example, in today's meditation, she was uniting the sun presence that is the great central sun, the sun presence that she forms in Metatron's egg with her husband as they share a joint egg, and then the sun presence that is the collective consciousness of all of the light beings dwelling within the earth, and the consciousness of Gaia herself. So when she does this from the ego mind, she receives the light from the great central sun into her being, her aura, and her egg. And then she breathes in that light and then sends that light into the sun presence of the earth, feeling it increasing as she does so. And then she breathes it back up, once again into the egg, and then breathes it back up into the great central sun. So it is a linear process with a beginning, a middle, and an end. She feels the light within her growing and expanding. And this is part of the process. But this is the process as it is experienced, by the ego mind and by the higher mind, the spiritual self. Now, when she identifies herself with the blissful observer, she is able to perceive the three sun presences simultaneously from the perspective of her I Am presence, which is in a permanent state of joy and non-judgment. So from this perspective, she sees the light flowing through the three suns in a closed circuit, but she is unaffected by it. She does not feel the light increasing. She can see it and be aware of it, but she is only feeling the bliss of her I Am presence. Now, as she meditates this way, thoughts come into her mind that distract her and pull her out of her I Am presence. And so her focus remains on the flowing light, but she is also experiencing whatever she is thinking about. Past, present, or future, it matters not. She has once again entered the perspective of the ego mind. But she has learned not to judge herself, not to get angry at herself or disappointed. But as soon as she becomes aware that she has re-entered the ego mind, she simply focuses once again on the blissful observer. She continues the breath and watches the flow of light from that more objective space. And this process goes back and forth several times, sometimes many times, during the half hour that she dedicates to each one of her meditations. I have gone into this in great detail so that you can see the difference between doing a meditation from the ego mind and doing the exact same meditation from the divine mind of your I Am presence. For this is the best and most effective way to deal with stress of any kind. As long as you remain in the ego mind, you will be in judgment of the situation, whatever it is. It is only when you leave all judgment behind and return to the divine mind that you instantly let go of all stress. It would be wonderful in your meditations for you to have this experience. For once you have experienced this even one time, you will clearly see the difference from being in your ego mind, which is full of judgment and full of stress, and being in your divine mind, which is instantly stress-free. And so, of course, the way to remove all stress from your life is to spend as much time as you possibly can in your divine mind, in the state of being an objective, blissful observer of everything that is going on in your body, in your world, and in the world around you. So, for example, when you are watching television or talking to people about what is going on in the world, and you start to feel that stress building up within you, instantly make the choice to leave the ego mind, to leave all judgment behind, and say to yourself, I am the blissful observer of life. None of what is going on in the world can touch who I am. I am the blissful observer. No matter what is being said or experienced by anybody, anywhere. Or say whatever words work for you that will allow you to experience in that very moment your I am presence. No matter what else is going on. So we have you experience your I am presence during meditations because that is when it is the easiest to do so. It is a lot harder when your emotional field is being disrupted by highly negative emotions and thoughts. So practice this in your meditations, beloveds, and then apply it whenever you feel that stress starting to build up within you. The sooner you can stop it, the easier it is. Don't allow it to build up to the point where you find it impossible to experience the blissful observer within you. You can eliminate all stress from your life. But this can only be done by eliminating all judgment and by transcending the ego mind as soon as you become aware of it. You will be able to do this, beloveds. You are divine masters having a human experience. I thank you for listening to these videos. I love you and I bless you. I am Metatron.